Greetings everyone, and Great here with another HighTierGod replay. Spawn on bottom left side as the Ethiopians with HighTierGod. Spawn on north side as the Blue Indians with Lulian Pasha. Of course, he does claim that treasure there, healing up with his monks. Going for a granary, and does have a livestock mark in the field as well. Very nice. Plague doctors engaging that almost looks like a Native American horseman. He is Indian, just the wrong. Oh no, that's Ethiopian. Why do I get demolished? Not sure what he's referring to. Maybe referring to other games. Of course, Indians, they're a little bit special. Their villagers do cost wood rather than food. So he can go ahead and focus on wood collection. You still need to get some villagers on food in order to age up. It's a little bit hard to manage sometimes. But with a bit more proper management, you can do fine. You have the Ethiopian has brought in his first card. He's going for the Trinity. Ships 2 villagers and 1 Aboon. Villagers construct buildings faster and gather resources. Aboons are tasked to a mountain monastery, so it's their monk, and they can collect up gold themselves. The Ethiopian player has not set the deck just yet, doesn't have enough XP. What about streetlets? Talking about Russians? I wasn't paying attention to their chat. Maybe you should play Russians. Oh, sure, that's meant to be trash. They're like groups of 10 of dirt cheap, weak units. We have 1 card shipment available. He's not selected the card just yet. Now he has. Let's take a look at each player's cards. The Indian player does have the wood trickle rate. Does provide a 1.25 wood trickle rate, which is basically 2 villagers, right? It also delivers 1 Hindu villager. Very good card. Oh wait, I had those monks selected there. There we go. I now can move the camera. Does have resource crate, driven martial tactics. All hand attacks do more damage, especially Raputs. They're shock infantry. Or is it heavy? I think it's shock. We of course have the sepoys, the sours, the counterattack increase, and sours inflict more damage against archers and skirmishers. Zombiarchs inflict more damage against heavy cavalry and coyote runners. Back when coyotes runners were their own class rather than just shock. Receive export. Relations are not very cheap. We do not have more wood trickle rate, which is basically like 3 or 4 villages worth. It's pretty nice. We have a number of tiger claws. More resource crate, infinite wood, gold, mercenary run by swordsmen, Gurkhas, or Gurkhas. Royal green jackets. Gurkhas do more damage to heavy infantry. Each tech at the console grants additional Gurkhas for free. Very nice. So he may hold off on his console until he gets that researched. Boys, Gurkhas, and Sours hit points attacks increase. Fabrics. Siege elephants, Mahat lancers, and then later on it has more siege elephants, more Mahat lancers, and some Mesrin rockets. Heavy artillery fires with rocket, probably a British rocket variant, and Indian Jat lancers. And let's see now his opponent. Yeah, more villagers. Tablet. All existing and newly constructed mountain monastery contains additional coin. Oh, so it makes your monasteries even better. And it says existing and newly constructed as well. So that makes it so you don't have to stall out to get it. Very nice. I like cards like that. Let's see. Gold, prize board, particularly fattened cows that can be fattened further. The Dacian, heavy ranged infantry that throws javelins at closer range. The Shotel warriors, fast moving shock infantry. Band of cannoneers. And we do also have Falsehood Castles, which he has deployed down the field. As a palace weapon with extra influence tokens. Pasha as a leader, push way forward. More influence. Giant mortar, the Sebastopol mortar. I always think of Sebastopol, not Sebastopol. Higher cannoneers, more palaces. All those gather rate improved. 15% of all resources. Monks bashing their heads against that royal embassy. Sudanese allies, throwing knives, and we also got the Somali javelin ears. Infinite villager card, more influence. Heavy range javelin throwers, hotel warriors, skirmishers with high hit points. More mortars, Somali militiamen, specialized counting artillery and ships. Ships influence per current mountain monastery, only can be sent one time. Also delivers 2 tokens of 400 influence. Ships 2 palace builders, 3 cannon builders, increase build limits for those units or structures. And Berber allies, Berber light cavalry are riding a fast camel unit, verify horsemen. We've got a lot of military cards up here, and some cows. He's in fighting against the Indians who don't want him to eat those cows. Yeah, we've also got a fast fortress age for the Ethiopians. We have some more sours being put on the field. So it looks like the Ethiopians or the Indians may push on forward. It does have this wonder on the field. Ships food, wood, or coin when built, and has keepers of rats that increase gathering rate of nearby villagers, which will help them collect up more resources nearby. Plus, he's going to take on some of these brigands. He confused them. One brigand does go down. This explorer does spot this army. He needs to fall back. He does have some watchtowers here for defense. And he has now researched the Ottoman consulate. He does have another mountain monastery here. He could play on this, maybe this coin. Nope. Oh, yes it is. Just being interrupted by all the gold chests on the ground and the wildlife. There you go. Now he should be free, I think. Maybe not. And he deletes this royal embassy. He really wants that deployed out there. Oh, it does have quite a bit of upgrades in the watchtowers. They have... Okay, it is 30 damage, 24 range, and may look like a cannon shot there, but not so a cannon. So it does get forced back there. These outposts will keep them safe for now. There's the cannon where it came from this castle. Hospital going on up. Eyeing for another castle here and here. The Ethiopian is really trying to turtle in. There's a large amount of defensive here. He does spot this building castle, and the villager trying to hunt some deer. He's trying to heal the villager right there. Very nice, but the villager will likely go down. The sours do bonus damage to the villagers ×2. And there's the castle now. Just going to see a bit of fire there. Sorry to get that healed up. Trying to fall back to town center, does save them all. And now he does find himself in the middle of all these units. Looks like Blue called him a lamer. And now got influence here as well. So he has more influence there. Dying for more abundance. You won't get 5 of them, but they can collect gold for free or get a bit of influence as well. In this age, he may want to go for, let's see, he has a bit of influence in Warcraft. Nothing too significant though. He could go for the Somali or Sudanese allies when he gets another shipment for his influence. Got a sizable force here. A forward house for the Indians. And this is where he's currently collecting up coin with the Mountain Monastery. This Mountain Monastery is currently not collecting. It has a passive collection, of course. Oh, this one here is... So it has passive as well. Find some exotic doggos there to put down. Ethiopian player only has 17 villagers at the moment. One has 33, so he's been really skimpy on his villager production. Though he did spend quite a bit of time going to the next age, he may want to go for a bit of wood to get a second town center up. He currently has no wood stored up. Another wonder going up is the Chimarian Gate. Ships, sour or lancers. Let's see. Could be the one Malhab to the Lancer. And can train Mazahbadi units with enhanced units. Oh, here's something as well. This map. I don't know. I'm thinking a different map. It's not the one where we get the Royal Hunters. The Ethiopians have to pay for tribals with influence. And so those are powerful research as well. Golden Liberties could be pretty good. All units cost 5 less gold. Now we got Imperial Age here, researching the Indians to fight the Indians. So he's going for, not Imperial, Industrial Age versus Commerce, or Fortress Age. There are some sepoys as well. Has 2 shipments available. He may eye for both of them for this age. He could go for resource crates or some other things like the Gurkhas. Does have 1 shipment available. He could go for some villagers. He could stand to get some extra villagers. So he actually has quite a bit of influence right now, so maybe some mercenaries. So now it's up to him what he wants to do with it. Another market, or that's just the Indian market there being brought on in.
Hello.
Now do have the Imperial Bureaucracy research as well as Siege Elephants. Siege Elephants will of course be pretty good to engage all the structures. This explorer does spot the know-how. And now it's going towards his contract with the Ottomans. And very quick as well, he could also get the extra Gurkhas per shipment. There are some Arami swordsmen. The Indian players just probably pushed pretty hard for it. What did the Ethiopian got? He got the Berber allies, so he has a good number of Berber camel riders right now. They're anti-cavalry, anti-shock, anti-artillery unit. Do less damage to light infantry. Which Gurkhas, or those are sepoys. Sepoys are heavy infantry, Gurkhas are light infantry. They do less damage to Gurkhas, bonus damage for sepoys. Sepoys tend to be in the front. Do not the Berbers engaging the camels. The Ethiopian players pushing forward has a number of these champion Sunnis dervish. Sepoys are going to go down there, so it's a good number of Gurkhas. I think the Ethiopian player needs to pull back this remaining force and fall back. Get some more to throw on his opponent. Dervishes, let's see. Throws knives. That's a knife thrower. And now got the Sevastopol mortars. Annihilates. I think that was a villager there. Oh, villager dead. Now
ምንድነው የሚፈልጉት ንጉስ ሆይ?
The best to pull mortars do really good damage, 375 damage with 4 radius. The attack speed 6, the range is 30. They do less damage with the cavalry, shock infantry, and artillery. Bonus damage versus walls. In other words, if your opponent goes hyper-aggressive infantry, they are not very good. If they go for not-so-aggressive infantry, they'll do just fine. They also got a number of these anti-cav tool, which is also anti-shock. Let's get a small hit there. Do not have a war of some sort right now being brought on in. Siege Elephant 24 is anti-siege tool. Let's get some good hits of those Gurkhas. Let's lose one of the mortars. The Indian front line half disintegrated. He could take out the rest of these. Please take out this other mortar, because that will allow him to not lose much structures as it starts advancing. More Gurkhas being put in the field, getting good damage here. So the mortar does go down. In fact, the Ethiopians didn't lose that fight in general. Ethiopians or Indians are deploying out more villagers, more elephants. This one right now is deploying out more of the javelin riders. They are of course an anti-heavy cav tool. As well as the anti-shock hand shock infantry. But this point, not accounting for Gurkhas. Gurkhas are of course an anti-light cav, which those javelin throws are classified. As well as anti-heavy infantry. We got some defense. We think our heavy infantry skirmishers with high hit point. They are classified as a light infantry, so the Gurkhas do not receive bonus damage to them. Nor in return, though. We got some radicals not pulling on field as well. Some Maha start advance on 4 as well. And some of these villagers do go down. The Ethiopian player does not have expendable amount of villagers. Down to 19. Some has 54. More dervishes being pulled on out. They are of course not heavy cav tool. It would be useful versus a seaport, but not versus the Gurkhas or those elephants. These guys do have 30 range armor, which is actually quite significant. Gurkha's person does have 30 as well. Now some outposts are going to be destroyed. Ethiopians still have some resources to work with, has expended all of his influence. Oh yeah, with the Indian market now, he can get out some of these Indian research. Gotta bring in some more Shotel warriors. Ethiopians just going for a large number of villagers, so he gets some housing there. I heard a castle of some sort. Got a castle and town center along the flank. He has spotted this mountain monastery there. And there is actually another town center over here. It may not have been producing villagers all too much. He has a lot of food right now. I think he's the Ethiopian player does not have a lot of food at the moment. I think he's been neglecting his village production for too long. Those are some Gurkhas there. These Shotel warriors, they are classified as shock infantry. And they just had damage. They do bonus damage versus light infantry, which is bonus damage versus Gurkhas. Got now these camels pushing me forward. Those camels do go down. Mountain monster can also get some good health regen in this region as well. Chota War is trying to flank around. Siege elephants, they're not exactly great versus infantry, though they're just meant for our counter unit. Chota Warriors does connect with backline. There's no anti-cav tool up here, so these guys are just getting annihilated. And the Chota Wars go down. I think the Ethiopian players lost the game. There's not enough villagers. More Javelin Riders from Plot and Field. And he said he screwed this one up. Oh, either way, this is Andrew Great saying thank you for watching, on to the next replay.